Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnston. We have Chuck back with us today for his 8th and final visit for this trip on his coming over here for hiatal hernia. So this video is going to be how to fix a hiatal hernia naturally. What is a hiatal hernia? It's where the stomach slips up through the diaphragm, through the hiatus, into the esophagus and secretes acid into the esophagus. It creates a lot of congestion and bloating and pain, substernal pain, rib pain, pain down your lower middle abdomen here. And also you get acid that secretes all the way up in, a lot of times, into your throat even. And it keeps you from eating well. I mean, you can't drink alcohol. A lot of different things it bothers you with, huh?
Yes, sir. I mean, it changed my life completely.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a minute. So let's show you how we fix it naturally. And I'm going to fix the underlying cause of it. I'm not treating his hiatal hernia itself per se. I'm treating how come he has a hiatal hernia. So let's take a look at your posture here first, Chuck. Okay, let's have you flex forward and then backwards for me. And this is Chuck's 8th visit. So when we see people that come here from out of state, like Chuck drove all the way over here from Biloxi, Mississippi, 7 hours. Now see, he's got just a little forward and right translation of his head, and his pelvis is just a little bit left to center. He's got more space here than he does over here. So Chuck, let's go on your back first here, and we'll decompress you first. Chuck was in here and got to hear us working on one of our NFL players, whose NFL career, by the way, had basically, he had been told was over. But now he's retraining and he's a free agent and ready to get back into the NFL. He's definitely cleared to get back in. All right, there we go. Let's have you take a nice deep breath in. Let it all the way out. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, good. Feel that all the way down?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's the ring dinger. And he's still kicking. All right. Now Chuck's had some issues with his eyes and his, oh yeah, and his, he's had some ringing in his ears and some problems with his vision and his peripheral vision and the quadrants of his vision. So we've been adjusting his atlas and C2 as well as his occiput, and that's all starting to get better too. Let's come over sideways here, and I'll let him tell you about all his improvements after we get done treating him. If I feel on your tummy first, yes sir. See, legs are even, that's perfect. And they stay even, so that's good too. And his pelvis didn't raise way off the table like you see a lot of patients' pelvises, but he was a little bit left to center, remember, in our posture analysis, so I did exactly the opposite of that in the mirror image. I'm adjusting his left SI joint first, and then the right one. And I notice we're still getting a lot of questions about when we're getting our new table. It's on its way. We had to have it was custom made, so it was supposed to be here middle of February. It's the 18th of February today, so we should have it by the end of the month. And it's actually going to allow me to do even more things in cooler adjustments that you've never seen me do before. I've still got a lot of tools in my toolbox that you haven't seen yet. There we go. So Chuck's going to come back for some of the new tools later on. I told Chuck I would be happy to refer him to a Palmer graduate over in the Biloxi, Mississippi area, but he told me last night he'd already found his chiropractor and was just going to come back over here. Running that far. And that's great. Is he painted all there, Chuck?
No, sir.
Good man. Now, Joseph's already worked on him for 30 minutes, so I'm just going to finish him off with the genie rub to give him a good float home feeling as he's driving back to Mississippi. And we're going to advise Chuck to not drive for much more than an hour without getting out and walking around a little bit and stretching so that it doesn't mess up all this good work we've done. But chiropractic is really about changing lives here at Advanced Chiropractic Relief, and that's what Palmer stands for too, is changing lives. Palmer's the first and largest chiropractic college in the world. That's my alma mater. I'm very proud to have gone there and be affiliated with the college. Their YouTube channel is the only YouTube channel that I have associated with mine. Go. Perfect. Yep. Felt your knee there too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's turn you on your back one more time here, Chuck. Now, he's still gonna be prone to having that hot. Here, put your hands right there for me. There. Deep breath in. And exhale, and keep exhaling for me. As I'm working on his thoracic spine and rib alignment to line those up so the diaphragm gets stronger. Now I'm grabbing his stomach and pulling it back down through the hiatus right there into the lower cavity so that it stays down there and secretes the acid in the stomach to digest his food, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. We're not putting anything into his body or taking anything out of his body. That's why you can fix these underlying causes of the hiatal hernia and stay away from drugs and surgery, because everybody that we've ever seen that's been on the drugs for years and had the surgery, they still have acid reflux and hiatal hernia issues because they get a ton of scar tissue development after that as well. There we go. We had one guy, he's also on a YouTube video. He'd seen 25 specialists, MDs, for his hiatal hernia. Had the hiatal hernia surgery. Got worse, actually. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different for you this afternoon. I want you to push against me real hard and exhale. Okay, now inhale and relax. There we go. See, I'm doing the same stretch on him that I did on John Newby. Now push again and exhale. Relax. Now see how much more I got his leg up already? Now push it one more time and exhale. You can see Chuck's pretty strong too. About flip that table over on that one. Okay, so this will help his low back and hamstrings for his drive home. Go ahead and push. Exhale. Yeah, that's tight right there in your knee, huh?
Yeah, right
Here,
there.
I'll work on that for you while we're doing
Ooh,
the
that
tender
burn.
right there, huh?
No, it's down a little right there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go ahead and push against me again, though. Okay, you can relax now, and let me just stretch it. And now push again, but don't push so hard you hurt yourself. Go ahead and push there. And now relax and breathe in. Now look how much more range of motion we got out of his hamstring just by doing that stretch. You should have felt that a lot in your lower back too, did you, Chuck?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, good. Let's sit you up and face the wall there today. Okay. That's perfect. That's his glenohumeral joint on the right. This is glenohumeral joint on the left. There we go. Very good. All right, my friend. Now let's come over here in front of the mirror and let me shoot you. You should be about floating on air right now.
That feels great.
All right, so we're going to do that same thing again where you flex your head forward and backwards for me. Perfect forward flexion. Straight back, full extension. And now he is right down the middle everywhere. Take a look at that, my friend. Equal spacing here in his pelvis to his arms. Head's right straight in the middle. So we're just going to seal the deal now by adjusting his atlas on the x-axis and causing the proprioceptive neurological information on his atlas here to go through his brainstem, the medulla oblongata, up into his cerebellum, which controls balance, posture, coordination, and all movement in the body. You can relax. Okay, let's try that again one more time. No, just your, there you go. That should have felt like you got some WD-40 in there now.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Take a look at that. It doesn't get much better than that, my friend. So, Chuck, you came over here from Mississippi and you spent 8 visits with us, 4 days this week, Monday through Thursday. This is Thursday afternoon. You're getting ready to head back. So, would you mind sharing your story with our YouTube audience?
About, I guess, 3 years ago, beginning of 2013, 4 years ago, I had started having trouble with my stomach. They said I had gastroparesis. I was told I was constipated real bad. I told all kinds of different things. It said I was going to have surgery. One doctor wanted to put me on some medication called Reglan that does some firing of the muscles and everything else, and it had a lot of bad
side effects.
So I didn't want to deal with that, and so I just changed my diet. And even changing my diet, it helped a little bit, but the hiatal hernia was the worst part about all of it.
That burning and that pain,
and the pain. They said I had a yeast infection in my throat. There was lots of different things. I'm trying to correct my posture.
Yeah, I'm helping him, reminding him of that.
But I dealt with it for a long time, and it had gotten to the point in the past couple months to the point where my quality of life was not good at all. I couldn't eat. I was down to liquids.
And not beer at that. Huh?
Yeah, yes, sir. and even when I did eat, I could only eat small, and I had to eat several times a day, 6-7 times a day, and that gets hindersome sometimes. And I did a lot of praying, and I did a lot of thinking about it. I went to several chiropractors, and they wanted me to do the anti-inflammatory drugs for my back and neck, and
inject you with vitamins.
Yeah, there was a lot of different things they tried to get me to do, and I got on YouTube. Got online, and I just started searching about hiatal hernia fixes. I came across the doc. I watched several of his videos, and the very first video I seen, I said, I need that right there. And I told the doctor there was several times in my waiting period, waiting to get over here, where I used those videos as motivation to help me get through the pain that I was going through at that time. I cannot tell you how much this week has helped me in the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I hear, my eyes, my equilibrium, my back and neck are 100% better than what they were before. Everything that you see on those videos you get here plus more. The hospitality is A+. The people here are A+. And you're selling yourself short if you don't at least give them a call. I have the quality of life factor for me has went through the roof, and within
just this week,
the 4 days that I've been here, my happiness, my all around just
your
bounce in my
well-being.
step, the spiritual well-being, the being able to just handle people in general, the fight or flight symptoms, the nervousness. Anybody who knows me knew that I could get amped up on my own, and this has helped me tremendously. This has helped a lot.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. You will be an inspiration to a lot of people, and I want to just say that we're going to give God all the honor and all the glory for his healing, because that's how come he's healed. But God brought him here in the first place, and we're just thankful that he found us and came over here. And if you're suffering from acid reflux or hiatal hernia and GERD, and you're taking all these pills and have been recommended to have surgery, ask him if it's worth it to make the trip.
I drove 7 hours to be over here for a week, and I told the doctor yesterday that it's a short hour-and-a-half plane trip from Gulfport, Biloxi to Houston, and that is just a whole day for me just to be away and come see the doc and Miss Renee and Mr. Joseph. I look forward to it from now on.
Thank you very much. And this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, Joseph, and Renee, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief. And we want to thank you again, Chuck, for sharing your story. And
thank you, Doc.
We'll see y'all next time.